Hey, this is Epic with the Chosen Prime. Today we are back taking a look at Fans Hobby MB-11A Black God Armor. This is their interpretation of a God Bomber. God Bomber is a character from the Super Master Force G1 Transformers cartoon. So this guy comes with quite a few accessories, so we're going to take a quick look. Alright, so God Armor does come with an instruction booklet and collector's card. The instructions are in black and white, but the highlighted steps are all done in red, so that's really nice. And the collector's card shows his stats on the back. He also comes with two of these swords, which are painted in nice metallic silver, some gray and purple there. And they can also be retracted. There is another blade hidden inside. He also comes with his shoulder cannon by flipping this peg down. Same with Power Baser, this slot just goes into his fist. Or you can use this peg and mount it on his shoulder. And also it does come with a firing feature. So this button here on the side, if you press it from that side, you'll see the red. And you can press this button here and it will fire that rocket. Speaking of the rocket, he does come with two of these, and they are painted metallic silver here with some tempergraph in the middle. And of course, you can display it on them if you want. Also included are three of these Autobot Headmaster Juniors. I believe the first one is Shuda Go, and then Cab, and Minerva. So these little guys, they are, like I said, they're Headmasters. Shuda has the smile. Cab has the more stern face. And Minerva also has a slight smirk there. The articulation on these figures are all the same. So has a swivel at the head joint. The shoulder is on a ball joint. So it can rock up and down a little bit and you get the full 360. The elbow is on a hinge, so you get 90 degrees on that. Nothing at the waist. You do get an ab crunch due to the transformation. And then the thighs are also on ball joints. So not much out, but you do get a slight swivel, and also the leg can kick up past 90 degrees. All the way back, and the knee is on a pin or a hinge, so for transformation it can fold all the way back onto the thigh. So to get these guys transformed up, you want to straighten out the arms, fold the legs back onto the thighs, use that middle ab crunch and fold that up. And then they also come with a head plate. So fold the legs in and then bring the head plate. And you'll see where this slots in right over there. And that finishes off the head crest. Taking a close-up look at God Bomber. He's painted in a metallic silver. Some chrome paint applications, translucent red on the windshield, and also for the lights, some gold accents, purple, and some tempergraph. The wheels are rubber, so they roll pretty smoothly. Again, some more details on the top here. See the silver painted here. The purple, well, this is painted black here. Everything except for the arms here and the side of the trailer is painted. There's a look underneath. See how he cleans up. Look at the back. Yeah, so it looks really nice. As far as gimmicks, you can flip this hinge out and turn this around, and this will peg them to the back of generalized trailer. So we'll show that off in a bit. Also, these guns here can be extended upwards if you want that. All right, here's a quick comparison with PowerBaser, and here he is connected to PowerBaser's trailer. All right, to get God Bomber transformed, you want to rotate this hinge back down, remove this section, which is in the show, I think it was called the God Wing. So you can just pull it up, and it tabs in these two pegs here. You can see where they were plugged in there. You can separate, and it's just got some tabs there in the middle. And you can see a couple of places where it did tab in. So take those out. Unpeg this section, which is referred to as the God Punch, I believe. And this was just tabbed in here and on these ports right here. And then you're left with this section, which is the God leg. Untab the wing and also rotate this piece out. And it's on this armature, so you can just bring it back and you'll see here where it tabs in. So just snap that into place and rotate this arm out. So this tab is inside there. So you just want to rotate it out like that. And you can extend this part all the way, and then you want to rotate it like that. And then this part will connect to the leg, so just rotate that down. All right, and with both sides done, you want to peg them back together. So just get those ports lined up, and then also down here, just line everything up and peg it back together. All right, so on the inside, you'll see his head. So you'll need to fish both of these pieces out. This is the front, this is the back, and you'll see that it's on a sliding mechanism. You want to slide both of these sections towards the middle so it can clear this cavity here. And then they'll both just peg together. You'll see this these two slots here, and they just peg in there. All right, so this section is on a ball hinge, but since it's two halves, you only get so much rotation out of that, so just be careful with that. Then we'll come to the God Punch section, and these fists are just not really locked in, they're just slid inside. So, and these you just want to separate. Next we'll combine this wing section and this section, and so it just basically lines up inside. There's some tabs here on both sides that you want to have that lock into. You want to make sure that this section fits inside and this part goes on the outside, and then you just clip it all into place. You want to rotate this wing around and tab it in there, and then also on this side, rotate it around and line it up, and it locks in there. For the arms, you'll see this open section here and this section here. So this will fit into there. And on the inside, you'll notice that on this gun, it presses down on this button. And that button presses this tab, which locks this part and keeps it into place. Fit it into there and press that closed, and then it stays locked in. For the guard leg, you want to push in on the back section of the trailer so you can unhook it And next, you want to move this section out. So it's on a slider. So just push the whole thing out like that. And then these wheels will slide inwards. Okay, and then you can separate the legs. Just slide them apart. You can see where they slided in here. Fold this section back so it tabs into there. This section you'll fold over and then fold this part back and it'll tab in there. Then you want to unfold the foot and the heel spur, and this button unlocks it. So hold that in and you can pull it down. And then last, you'll see this section here. This will clip into the back here, and then this little panel folds up and locks it into place. Then pull it out and you'll see this button locks it into place. And here he is in robot mode, and he is very tall, actually taller than Power Baser. Alright, taking a close-up look at God Bomber, we can see the metallic blue on his eyes, the silver on his face, and also looks like there's some blue inside that head crest. And everything else, same for when he's in the bomber mode, so all the same paint, decals, everything. One cool thing is on the bottom of his feet, there are these rubber pads, so that helps him keep from sliding around, so that's a nice touch. For his articulation, again, his head is on that ball joint, which is split in half, so you only get limited articulation, but he can look left and right. He can not really look up, he can look down a good bit, and then he gets some quizzical tilt side to side. The arms are on ratchets. You can move this hinge out so the shoulder can go all the way out and around 360. He has looks like a single hinge on the elbow, but it can get past 90 degrees. And there is also a swivel. The hands are the same as Jinrai's, so they are individually articulated fingers with the thumb on the ball joint, and you do have an additional ball joint here at the wrist. The waist is also on a swivel, and it lets him go side to side and in a limited range, and also he can tilt back and no real forward though. As you can see, the hip skirts are on ball joints, so those articulate and get out of the way. So you can move the legs up to past 90 degrees and out to the side, almost 90 degrees on a ratchet. There is a thigh swivel, and the knees are double hinged, so he can get really good deep knee bend. And you can see the way his knees work there, so that's also really nice. And for the feet, they're on a stiff rocker, so they can go back and forth, up and down, and also tilt side to side and rotate. And here he is with Power Baser and the Headmasters. Alright, so next we'll show off how to combine the God Armor with Power Baser. So you want to undo the legs, slide those down, and then slide them back out. Straighten out the leg and press this button to push that back in. Fold up the heel spur and the foot, and then press this button to collapse it. This section needs to slide out. And both of these sections will make the feet, so set those aside. Unpeg this arm cannon and then you can separate and leave the two arms to the side. Okay, for this section, you want to straighten these back out and then untab from here. And undo this section. Untap this part. Rotate this back inward. Lock this section back. All right, next you want to bring in power baser, and you want to fold his fist up inside. So we'll do that. All right, next you can slide these fists over. Press that down and it'll lock into place. The feet are pretty simple. You just line up these two tabs on the bottom with these two slots on the bottom of power baser's feet, and that'll just slot into place. And that's it. Next, you're just gonna put this section on top of the chest here, and you'll see where Ginrai is plugged in here. He fits into this cavity here. First, you want to undo this part. So you'll see where it's clipped on here. Just undo that. On this wing section, you want to rotate this piece down. You want to have this section clip into here, and this peg will clip into this one. The last piece, this section will clip in under this hip skirt. So you'll see here some rails, and that's where these tabs will fit into place there. If you did swap the heads out, you can extend the ear sections here. All right, so here is Power Baser with the Black God armor on, and he does not lose any articulation. Everything remains the same, and yeah, he just, a lot bigger. Yeah, to the top of his head, he is about 14 inches tall. So again, really tall figure. All right, that was Fans Hobbies MB-11A Black God Armor. So color-wise, this figure is designed to go with black Power Baser, but if you want this figure and have any of the other Power Basers, it is physically compatible. Also, it's scheduled to arrive soon at The Chosen Prime, so if you haven't already pre-ordered, please go to thechosenprime.com and pre-order yours. Again, this is Epic with The Chosen Prime. Have a great day.